Hello, disciples. This is your General Minister and President, Terri Hord Owens. I've been preaching and speaking a lot this week, and one theme has been emerging. Who is my neighbor? How do I treat my neighbor? And what do we need in order to all get along? I come back to the fundamental, foundational understanding, the commandment from Jesus himself that says, love one another as I have loved you. By this will everyone know that you are my disciples. That's from John 13, verses 34 and 35. In Matthew 7 and 12, we have the golden rule, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And in Matthew 22, when the lawyer asked Jesus, what is the great commandment? Jesus says not only to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, but to love your neighbor as yourself. We've just completed a series of town halls dealing with our commitment to be an anti-racist, pro-reconciling church. And I have saying over and over again that we simply must be the church that we say we are. And so what does that love as an action word look like? And how do we navigate it day by day? If love is really the commandment that we believe we're called to keep, then we have to understand that by loving neighbor as ourselves, we mean that we value our neighbor just as much as we value ourselves. And if that's who we really say we are, that we are an anti-racist church, that we value all whom God has created, then every decision we make, every action we take, every ministry in which we serve, we must ask ourselves, does this get us closer to being that church? Does this line up with who we say we are? Love, saints, is indeed an action word. It can't be soft platitudes. It's not always easy to love as God loves. God has capacity far beyond our own, but if we can simply imagine the limitless nature of God's love that is beyond our imagining, then I believe we can begin to make solid steps to keep ourselves on that important road to love neighbor as we love ourselves, to value neighbor as we value ourselves, because that's the way that everyone will know that we are indeed Jesus's disciples, and we call ourselves disciples of Christ. It's a tall order, and everything that we do must ensure that we are moving one step closer to that vision and commandment that God gives. We must continue to work and love so that we can be the church we say we are. God bless you. God loves you. So do I.